surveillance in the United States, and that's why I bring them up. So a lot of folks have said, well, JTTF, I mean, how can you really be sure that it's DynCorp, and how can you really be sure that's a CIA infiltration, and so forth? So I'll prove that on the next couple of slides. But until then, Operation Underground Railroad is a nonprofit that was created in Colorado about 4 years ago, and it's this funny thing where you can always say you're running an operation. So you can traffic women, you can traffic little girls and boys, you can conduct underground, forced mining operations, you can do organ harvesting, and then you can say it was all an operation. We were trying to catch the bad guys. So this is Pug Winokur's, basically his MO. So at the end of it all, you just say, oh, we were trying to catch bad guys. So here we go with JTTF. Dana Priest, Pulitzer Prize winning reporter for the Washington Post, the last real article on what's called Top Secret America, so people in the United States have some kind of oversight. And they released the kind of metadata about the number of companies that were involved in the intelligence community in the United States. There was about, in 2010, there was about 1,300 federal facilities and then about 2,000 contractors. So that's quite a group of folks. JTTF, in their own video, they say that there was 101 task forces formed. This is all around the country. And this is the one that got me in trouble right here. We're the last one in Portland. And they didn't like that. But they say in their own film it was the CIA plus 12 military intelligence agencies that created JTTF. So it's their own words. There was 132 different counterterrorism organizations formed. Those are the Doug Coe type brotherhoods. So you're going to have the Mormon Mafia. You're going to have, Doug Coe's group. You're going to have, Scientologists. You're going to have all Moonies. You're going to have all those kind of cult groups, Branch Davidians. That's going to be your 132 terror groups. Again, you can't drill down and see them. Plus, there's going to be security firms like G4S and stuff. It's going to look a lot like security firms. And a lot of the ex-CIA top brass end up owning these security companies. But then they end up hiring the Branch Davidian type of surveillance players, they call them. So, and here's the local law enforcement connection to this information. So local law enforcement can put you on the list, basically, and so can state police in these fusion centers. There's 69 of these fusion centers, and they created an additional 36 intelligence organizations to take that. Now, the latest numbers are a lot higher. Fortunately, this group called Kelso keeps a running total. So the government agencies are up from 1,300 to 2,164, but there's a huge jump in the number of private firms to 7,000. And this is, I think, data is a little bit old. So, I mean, that's these are informant operative groups, basically, where we have no oversight. So if there's that many companies, and let's say 100 people a company, you're into the 6 million or 600,000 informants at least, plus all the agencies have teams of informants. So you can see how it is a standing army. There's the Third Amendment in our Constitution is against a standing army. This is a standing army, but the worst part about it is they're not constitutionally sworn, so they don't have to do any of there's no rights of search and seizure, the Fourth Amendment's out the window, etc. So this is a wheel of the 45 government institutions that use top secret information. So that's all the information that could be spilled about various people in the United States and all over the world. So that's why it's being abused by companies like DynCorp. There's a lot of stuff on the Pizzagate folks that are they're talking about this Siga Thomas. And this is the classic, he's 34 now, and he's been all over the world as a Foreign Service officer. I looked a little bit more into his Foreign Service work, and he's actually in the political military wing. He says he's a desk officer, but there's a branch called the political military officer. That means you work with police departments. And I can tell you where he works with the police departments. But he's going to be in South. He's going to be in. He's going to be in Haiti. He's going to be in Niger. He's going to be in South Korea. He's going to be in Colombia, I believe. He's going to be also in Mali. So he's going to be all over the world. And this is the interface you create from the State Department point of view to work with police captains or military heads of military police across the world. He's also involved in this project Dupont Underground. And I had to laugh when I saw this is a system of tunnels, this about a mile from the White House here. I had to laugh because I said, isn't that the old JFK tunnel out to the Ward Hotel out here where he met all of his, I think there was a tunnel all